Let's have a look at both of these libraries in action. You may be able to tell from what you've seen already which of the libraries you like better, but we're going to use each to blink a simple LED to drive home the differences between the two and help you choose. By the way, for the rest of this course, I'm going to be working with the Cylon.js library. Let's start by programmatically blinking an LED. You've already seen me write the code for blinking an LED using the MRAA library directly, but now we're going to use Cylon and then Johnny 5. I think you'll see right away how much better the experience is using one of these modules versus the MRAA library directly. We'll go ahead and start at the console, and I'm going to make a directory called blink Cylon and another one called blink J5. So I now have these two directories, and we're going to create a Node app in each of those. I'm going to go ahead and use Visual Studio Code this time. Let's go into blink Cylon first. There's nothing in there, of course. We did, after all, just create it. Let's go ahead and create an app.js file using the touch command. It creates it, but it's empty, obviously, 0 length. And now we want a package JSON file, and the easiest way to do that is to npm init. I like to just accept all the defaults. They're pretty good. And now I have my package JSON file. Next, I need a gulp file so that I can use gulp and Candyman to deploy this to my device. Now, instead of writing that all again, I'm going to simply copy, and if you remember, we had this Node.js console app 1. Inside of that was another folder of the same name, and inside there we had a pretty good gulp file already created. So there we have gulpfile.js. Now this is looking like a pretty good starting point for this app, so let's go ahead and say code and then dot to refer to the current directory, and that's going to open Visual Studio Code with that directory as the working directory. So you can see I have my app, my gulp file, and my package JSON. Let's go ahead and edit that gulp file first. Now the target devices is already correct. We have a device called TweetMonkey. That's the device that I have here on my desk. The project name, however, we want to change that to be called Blink Cylon. It does use the user root, same password, starting file of app.js, that's all good. Notice that we are requiring gulp and Candyman in here. And we have this default task that we no longer have any need for, but we have a simple deploy task that's using the Candyman deploy, which, if you remember, copies app.js and package JSON out to the device. We'll go ahead and save that. And now from the command line again,